If you've been on a webinar before, if you've taken a course at Hindu University of America, fill out that poll, let us know. And I'm going to keep the music and the slides going, and I'll be back shortly with you. right. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. I hope you're doing well in the new year. I've been using that line that um, I had a little echo because we were on YouTube Live, but we live in turbulent times. The start of the year is already showing us that, but we have timeless knowledge to get us through these turbulent times. So I'm Ankur Patel. I'm the director of outreach for Hindu University of America. And we're glad to have you on with us today. We have the Dean of the California College of Ayurveda, Dr. Mahadevan Sitaraman. We'll get started shortly. John Jones from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Thank you for joining. Anybody else who is joining, please share with us where you're zooming in from, and I can give you a little shout out. We got quite a few people joining us for today's webinar on Ayurveda 101. Yeah, let's see who else is joining us. I have a poll up. Let us know if this is your first HUA webinar, if you've been on one before. Yeah, let us know and maybe we'll review that a little bit later. Who is this? Asmita G from Falls Church, Virginia. Thank you. Ravi G from Dayton, Ohio. Sonal G from Canada. Glad that you are with us today. All right. Joanne from New York. Wonderful, wonderful. If you know anybody else who might be interested in the wisdom of well-being, Ayurveda 101. And we're going to go into a lot more than just Ayurveda 101 because we have with us the dean of the college, the California College of Ayurveda, Dr. Mahadevan Sitaraman. So, with that, let me introduce our subject for the day. Continue to give you shout outs and then I'll introduce Mahaji and then we're going to get into our webinar. So, we've been growing Ayurveda at Hindu University of America. It is timeless wisdom. Didn't know much about it until I joined Hindu University of America, but it's so amazing to know that we have thousands of years of history, of experiential knowledge, of things working that help us with our minds and our bodies. Um, and it's just been sitting untapped. Well, we're tapping into it. We're gonna focus on holistic well-being, through a balance of mind, body, and spirit. And we've got programs and courses, and we can have the conversation about how do we mainstream it, how do we do the clinical trials, who else is doing what. If you have your own personal questions on your Prakruti, we can even get into some of that. So it's going to be an exciting webinar. I'm glad to be hosting our first webinar of the year, being on with all of you today. Dilip G from Maryland, a regular. Thank you for being here. Paro G from Houston, Texas. Glad to have you on. Oma from Melbourne, Florida. Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for joining. And if you haven't yet, do put in the chat where you're zooming in from. Kutiala G from Dublin in San Francisco. Welcome. All right. So now let me introduce our dean of the California College of Ayurveda, our Dr. Mahadevan Sitaraman. I say Mahaji. He's been an amazing friend, ally. Kalyanji, our president, says this one line: everyone cannot be Maha. Everyone can't be Mahaji. He's done so much. He's really helped us. Not, we may have started with Hindu studies and Sanskrit platforms, pillars of the university, but Ayurveda has proven to be such an important third pillar of the university with this California College of Ayurveda. There's a whole history there that we'll maybe have a chance to get into, but Dr. Mahadevan Sitaraman himself, right, he's the dean of the California College of Ayurveda. He's got 20 years of leadership in Ayurveda, and he's done so many different things in setting up programs, running programs, teaching courses, training faculty, providing self-care, or helping people self-care for themselves. Um, and there's so much that he has done as a leader in the Ayurveda space. He's got a PhD in medical chemistry from the University of Minnesota. He did his postdoctoral research at the Cleveland Clinic Learner Research Foundation. He's a consultant, a teacher. He's an active voice in the global Ayurveda community. He's in Texas right now. He loves the central time zone, allows him to be everywhere, but he's really all over. He travels to India and represents Hindu University of America and now California College of Ayurveda around the world. He's got a deep passion for Ayurveda. He's got a keen understanding of the U.S. integrative health landscape, and he's got a track record of strategic leadership. So we are glad to have Dr. Mahaji guiding CCA and HUA into a new era of growth, innovation, and global impact. So with that, let me hand it to Mahaji to get us started. I know we have a new program we're going to be talking about, but however you'd like to get us started.
Sure.
Um,
Sounds good. Thank you, Uncle Ji. Namaste all. Happy New Year. And I think today I'm actually dialing in from San Francisco, California. So I actually teach a course every other quarter, and I've never taught a class from the same location. That's how much travel is involved. Let me just share my screen quickly. Okay, are you able to see my screen?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
So let me start off by stepping back for a minute. So Ayurveda and integrative health. So Ankurji mentioned this at the Hindu University of America. We have three big pillars right now. The first one was Hindu studies, then Sanskrit, and now we have Ayurveda and integrative health is a big pillar right now. And as many of you know, almost little over a year back, the California College of Ayurveda merged with the Hindu University of America. So we have a lot of courses and programs that have merged and that we are offering. And today, if you actually go to Google, Gemini, or ChatGPT and ask what is the best Ayurveda college in the US, most of them say or both of them say it's California College of Ayurveda. So right now, we have perhaps the top Ayurveda program in the country. And let me quickly ask a question. So, this will delve into what we're going to talk about. If you can go into the chat and say, how many of you think that you're healthy today? Right? Um, Post on the chat. By the way, I don't think, oh, there you go. I can see the chat now. Just you can post yes, no, or you can give a thumbs up, thumbs down. Yes, yes, healthy. No, okay. Okay, no, yes. No, okay. There are a few no's. Interesting. Oh, a lot of thumbs up. That's good. Yes. By no means fathom. Okay. But can be better. Okay. Now we are getting some healthy, but can be better. Okay. Nice. Yes. So there are a lot of yeses, right? Uh, that's good. So if you see today, physically, yes, mentally, no, interesting answers. So if you really see today, chronic diseases in America is a big problem. Okay. 6 out of 10 adults have at least one chronic disease, 4 out of 10 have two or more. And this is the leading cause of death and disability, right? And so today, this is the biggest problem we are facing in healthcare. And these chronic diseases are long lasting, they are progressive conditions that develop slowly and they persist over a period of time. Since it takes a long time to progress, it takes a long time to, reverse or treat, right? That's where we are today, right? But a lot of people believe that if you see, many people believe they're healthy, right? They think it's not me. Today, the problem is in America, but this is not me. That is what a lot of people think, right? And particularly if you look at the South Asian community, right? There was a study published called Masala study, okay, which is the mediators of atherosclerosis in South Asians living in America, okay? So these are the groups on the top, the logos are there. They did this study in the Bay Area and they found out that South Asians are at higher risks of for heart attacks and stroke than that is widely explained by risk factors, right? So this is amazing. So this is South Asian population that most of us are part of, right? So definitely there's a big problem. And the study recommended, hey, you need to be focusing on diet and lifestyle and so on. So in the end, after doing all the study, they just talk about diet, lifestyle, and exercise and so on and so forth. Right? So this is the masala study. So again, I'm coming back to the question of how healthy am I? Right? And if you look at Ayurveda, okay, there is a shloka. Okay, Sushruta says, you are healthy, or the word for health is swasthya, right? When your doshas are in a state of balance, your Agni, which is your digestive fire, is working properly, your dhatus, which are the tissues, are actively engaged in nutritive process, the malas are excreted naturally, and your consciousness, your sense organs, and your mind is in a pleasant state. How often are we irritated and impatient and busy in our own worlds that we don't listen to others and we are in a state of irritation, right? So, all this does not mean that you are in a state of health. So, this is the definition of health according to Shushruta. So, if I interpret this for, okay, what are the signs of good health then, right? When I asked you earlier. So, if you want to simplify it, it is what? That your appetite is normal, that you get hungry and you're able to eat properly, and you're able to digest what you eat, and there's a proper passage of natural urges, and you feel light, right? A lot of people after eating, they feel, oh, I feel heavy, and they want to take a nap. See, you should feel energetic after eating, right? And pleasant state of the senses, and you're able to sleep well. There are people who usually will wake up at 2 a.m., 4 a.m., midnight. Different people wake up at different points in the middle of the night, which are indicators of some imbalance, right? Waking up in the middle of the night is an indicator of an imbalance in the body. And you need to have a good strength and good complexion. Your skin, we have actually two courses at HUA. I think one is Glow and Flow with Ayurveda, and another course on Ayurvedic skin science. Your skin actually shows how healthy you are. The glow that you show in your skin shows how healthy you are. And lastly, a pleasant state of mind. So there's a Swasthya questionnaire that we will go through in the Ayurveda 101 course. And that will kind of give you a self assessment of where you stand in terms of your health. So these are signs of good health, right? And just thought we will start with that in this webinar. Now, I don't know how many of you have heard of this thing called P4 medicine. Maybe you can put a thumbs up, yes, no. Um, Let me see how many answers are there. Have you heard of P4 medicine? So today, no. Okay, no. Anybody else? Yes, no, no. Okay. So today, the Western medicine is going in the direction of something called P4 medicine. They think the medicine should be predictive, preventive, personalized, and participative. Okay? Predictive, preventive, personalized, and participative. Right? In Ayurveda, there is a term called Prakruti. Prakriti is your own inherent constitution, okay, and your tendencies, your propensities. And if you understand your Prakriti, you will understand what are the imbalances you are prone for. And Prakriti is actually predictive, preventive, personalized, and participative, right? And this is something we are going to talk about in the course, right? See, Ayurveda thousands of years back talked about this concept of prakriti, which is very similar to this P4 medicine. And in this course, we will talk about your own prakriti, your own constitution. Then we'll look at imbalances that you have in your health and wellness. And I want to introduce one more terminology which is called whole person health in modern medicine. See, today healthcare is going in this direction of whole person health. What does it mean, right? So today the Western medicine is talking about the fact that the individual is actually doing the work of healing and that the treatment is assisting in the process, right? The doctors and the nurses and the therapists and so on, they are the ecosystem that assist an individual in health restoration, right? And it's not based on organs or organ system, but as a whole person. You are a person who has a family, who has a job, who's eating certain things, who's stressed out, who doesn't have enough sleep, or you are in a difficult neighborhood, don't have enough friends and family and social interaction. What does spirituality mean to you? So all these go into determining whether you are in a state of health or not. So this is the direction Western medicine is going towards. And traditionally, if you look at a Vaidya, he knew everything about you, including your family, your job, and your propensities, what you did, your social circle, so on and so forth. And I always say that Ayurveda was the original whole person health system. And today, this is a terminology that is being used a lot in Western medicine. So, these are the things that we will be learning in this course, Ayurveda 101, the wisdom of well-being. We are starting in a couple of weeks, and it's a core course, 1.5 credits, an hour and a half every week, Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Central Time or 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and 10 weeks. And we are going to talk about all these different concepts that I talked about in the last few slides. And I will be teaching this, and Dr. Mark Halpern will be doing the first class, and many of our CCA faculty will be involved as guest lecturers. So every week I will bring in a different faculty and they will talk about different areas of Ayurveda, and that's why it's called Ayurveda 101. And we will have an interactive session to start off every week to review some of the concepts, and there'll be some simple quizzes and so on that you can participate in. So, this is what this course is all about. And you can actually go to the course page, and it has all the course learning objectives. You will learn the basic principles of Ayurveda. We'll understand your mind body constitution, the cause of disease, about health, wellness, different sense therapies, about food, diet, nutrition, about Dinacharya, and role of pranayama, meditation, and so on. So all this overview will be covered as part of this course. Like I said, I have a week by week plan and what we will cover about the cause of disease, the 5 elements, the 3 doshas, the 6 days, about some of the common herbs, Prakruti and Vikriti, which is constitution and imbalance, Dinacharya, Ritucharya, which is your daily routine and seasonal routine, different sense therapies, color, touch, music, sattva, rajas, tamas, and mental health, and mindfulness, mantra chanting. And we will close with a session on healthy aging, right? So this is kind of a tentative week by week plan that we're going to be following. And the components for assessment is active participation is 40%. We'll have a midterm report where we will have you assessing your own personal reflection on where you are in terms of your health and wellness journey. And at the end of the course, we want you to create your own personalized plan that you will follow to go from a state of disease to health, or from where you are to improve your health and wellness. So these are things that we will do as exercises as part of the course. So with this, maybe I will pause here for a few minutes to see if there are any questions about the course, because I'm going to quickly switch over to another topic that we're going to talk about.
All right. If anybody has any questions about the course, please put them in the chat. I've already shared the link to the course page that Mahaji was sharing, so you should be able to pick it up there. It's going to be on Saturdays, as he said. And I think we can keep going.
Keep going. Okay. So, because I don't see the Q&A panel, but this is good. Okay. So this is the first part, right? So Ayurveda 101. And like this, we have every quarter we'll have typically three courses on Ayurveda. I think we are having Ayurveda Skin Science and probably Swastavrita, two courses also happening next quarter. Um, so let me quickly switch gears. So at the California College of Ayurveda, we have a lot of certificate programs. So these certificate programs are people wanting to study Ayurveda as a career, right? The first one is Principles of Ayurvedic Medicine. The second is Ayurveda Health Counselor. The third is Clinical Ayurveda Specialist. And the last level is Medical Ayurveda Specialist, right? We have four levels. I mean, the first one is the basic, but then you get terminal certificates as a health counselor or as a clinical Ayurveda specialist or as a medical Ayurveda specialist. Now, there are a lot of people uh, who have messaged us. So I talk to a lot of people. We meet them at different Friends of HUA events, or we meet them at the retreats and so on. And people want, hey, I want to study Ayurveda. But I don't want to pursue Ayurveda as a career. And I want a full program in Ayurveda that I can follow, right? And we listen to you. I think we take this feedback very seriously, where people want to learn Ayurveda for personal transformation rather than professional practice, right? And you want to apply it in your day-to-day life, and you want to learn Ayurveda for your friends and family, and you are a working professional, and you want something which is a flexible schedule, not a serious Monday to Friday class, and don't want to be bothered about any regulation or licensing or create business plans to go start your own business, right? But then you want to learn Ayurveda and talk to your kids, your elders, your spouses. You want to talk to friends and family about Ayurveda and what's working for you and what's not working. So this is a big feedback we have got from a lot of people at HUA. And that is why we are announcing a new certificate program called Ayurveda for Self-Healing. Okay. So again, this program will again help you understand your personal constitution and apply these principles for self-healing, for energy, for your own digestion, your mental clarity. You will learn about your, daily detox, seasonal routines, and food-based healing, and about Ayurveda self-care rituals like oils and herbs and remedies, and also explore Ayurveda through the broader lens of Sanskrit, yoga, and Hindu philosophy. Right. So we put together this program, and these are the details. It's called a certificate program in Ayurveda for self-healing. It's a 24 quarter credit hour program. We expect it to take 2 to 4 years, depending on how many courses you do every quarter. And 15 credits are going to be Ayurveda credits. And if you attend an Ayurveda wellness retreat, you get 2 credits, and you can take 9 electives from either Sanskrit, yoga, or Hindu studies. Okay. So totally 24 credits. So each credit is $200. The cost is 4,800. But actually, if you kind of commit to the program early on, there is a scholarship and the price reduces to $4,000. And this is the home page. There is a link. The program is live online certificate program for Ayurveda for self-healing. There's a program description. You can look all the information here, and program learning outcomes and how long will it take. All the information are there online. Okay. And it
This is so
also,
exciting, Mahaji. I'm learning with our audience. I know we were working on this. I'm glad the page is live and seeing these details, right? The retreat gets 2 credits. That's amazing because people can now experience in person as well as with the classroom. And then again, your focus on Sanskrit or yoga or Hindu studies. And then, upfront full payment. This is a really nice program that I think a lot of people are going to be interested in. I have the poll up. Please let me know if you're interested in at least the course, the Ayurveda 101 course, with which Mahaji kind of went over as he gives, the different faculty a session and they get into the details. People are asking some questions in the chat. I've kind of responded, right? We have a whole range of courses. And now through this program, the certificate program in Ayurveda for self-healing, all these different courses. Oh, there, Mahaji's next slide. I got it. There we go.
so
So
this is the
I'll let you
common
go back to it
question
now.
which will come, right? So what are the Ayurveda courses? See, today we have these courses, right? Ayurveda 101, the course that I just talked about. Then we have Rupali ji teaching a bunch of courses: Ayurveda Essential Nutrition, Ayurveda Advanced Nutrition, Ayurvedic First Aid and Home Remedies, then Ayurvedic Art of Cleansing, Fasting and Detox. And we have a course on therapeutic cooking. Then there's an Ayurvedic Guide to Women's Wellness, Swastavrita Ayurveda for Daily Wellness, becoming an Ayurvedic health counselor. Then there's Glow and Flow with Ayurvedic oils, and then Ayurveda and skin science, which is going to be offered the coming quarter. And of course, every year we have at least 2 or 3 Ayurveda wellness retreat. We just had one recently in November at the Shivananda Yoga Ashram in California. And there is one right now being planned in April at the Pine Lake Retreat Center in Orlando. So these are the various courses we have currently. And apart from that, we are planning a few more courses uh, that is going to be launched. One is around cardio, metabolic, and inflammatory health. There's going to be a course on that. And there's going to be a course on an Ayurvedic kitchen. And we're going to have another dedicated course on Ayurveda for mental health. So we are going to be offering more courses. Like I said, every quarter we have 2 to 3 Ayurveda courses running. And these are the core Ayurveda courses. Most of them are 1.5 credits. So with the retreat, if you are able to do 15 credits, that takes care of the requirement for this. Okay. And these are the names that I mentioned. Uh, these are the faculty at HUA. These are the people who are currently teaching courses, and we are continuously adding new faculty at HUA on the Ayurveda side, apart from all the faculty that we already have at CCA. Okay, many of you might know Rupali ji or Aparna ji or Vandana ji, and Neha just finished the course on Glow and Flow the previous quarter, and Kannada teaches Ayurveda and music therapy, and he's part of all of our retreats, and he talks about incorporating music as part of your healing journey. And Dr. Usha is a new faculty who's going to talk about, she's a scientist and she's going to talk about the skin science and Ayurveda. So these are the faculty right now at HUA. Uh, and people ask electives, right? So 9 credits of electives, and it can be any of these courses. So these are the initial set of courses that we have included here, but we are happy if you've already taken a different course and it's not part of any other certificate program. We can have a discussion with you to see if that can qualify as part of elective requirements for this program. We have orientation to Hindu studies, Swadharma, Vedic ritual, Vedic chanting, Shad Darsanas or Upanishads, and Dhyanam, self-knowledge in the quest of happiness. And there's a new course that will come out called Introduction to Hinduism. Similarly, yoga studies, we have a lot of courses on yoga, yoga of Bhagavad Gita, yoga of Mahabharata. the yoga of motherhood, and yoga of relationship. So all these are you will get credit as electives as part of this program. And of course, Sanskrit, there are two basic courses, LAN 0101, 0102, which would really make a good part or good addition to the certificate program. So this is the electives. I'll pause for a minute, and any thoughts, questions here, or maybe I'll have a few more slides. Maybe I'll wrap up and then we can take all questions, right?
Okay, yeah.
Mm. So this is the biggest question. I know many of you will come back and ask, hey, I did this certificate program. I really love Ayurveda, and I want to actually pursue a career in Ayurveda. What do I do now? Right? So, see, we are introducing this course for people who want to learn Ayurveda for self-healing. But then if you, after doing the certificate program, decide I want to pursue a career in Ayurveda, we will bring you into the CCA courses and programs. We will work on getting you into this PAM mentorship. We'll do an assessment, and whatever gaps are there in the PAM, we will have you mentored where you can learn those programs and then get into this AHC, CAS, MAS channel. So we will do an assessment and bring you into the CCA certificate programs of study. So that's how we are going to get you in if you really decide at the end of this program, I want to pursue Ayurveda as a career. And just the PAM program involves 12 modules, right, at CCA, which is Ayurvedic lifestyle, philosophy, anatomy, physiology, pathology, pulse, tongue, and body diagnosis, psychology, 1, 2, nutrition, herbalism, aromatherapy, and panchakarma therapy. See, these are the 12 modules. And through our programs, you will get exposure to most of these. And so we will do an assessment to see to what level you have understood that. And based on the assessment, we will get you into the certificate program at CCA if you want to pursue a career in Ayurveda. So this is all I had for slides today. Maybe I will stop and maybe we can have an interactive session on both the course and the program. Maybe should I go to Q&A?
Yeah, there's a couple questions in the Q&A if you want to pick them up straight from there.
Any prerequisites? First question. Yes, there are no prerequisites. You can start taking Ayurveda 101 and that will give you an idea of to what level and depth we are going to go. So you can join this program without any prerequisites right now. Okay, as long as, I mean, in fact, even if somebody is a 12th standard graduate, I mean, high school graduate, I think they can still get into the program because at CCA, even at the certificate program, we have a lot of pre-med students who are interested in learning Ayurveda, the principles of Ayurvedic medicines, while they are going through the pre-med program, their bachelor's, right? So once they do the pre-med program and during that time, they learn Ayurveda through the mentorship, which is an online asynchronous mode. They get a different perspective on health and wellness and healthcare before they go into the core medical school, right? So definitely we want to encourage everybody to be part of this program. And the next question is, would my HUA classes be eligible for FAFSA? See, today it is not eligible for FAFSA, but we are in the process of going through some accreditation. And once HUA is accredited, we should be able to be eligible for FAFSA loans. But that said, uh, this is a 4 year program, and we are going to offer payment plans where you can pay a few $100s a month over 2 years to cover for the tuition. as part of this. So we will have payment plans to support you financially. Okay. Okay. What are the texts that are used? So we will actually share all the materials and content as part of this program. And of course, as many of you know, there is an initiative called Charaka Samhita online. A lot of Charaka Samhita is actually digitized and it is there online. And we encourage you to start using that also. And there are books that Dr. Mark Halpern has written. And some of these books will also be part of the course, but we will give you content and material through our LMS during the certificate program. Because today, every course, we are actually giving you presentations and documents and articles as part of the program. They're all in the LMS. So we will continue to do that. And if you want additional readings and books that you want to purchase and read for yourself, we are happy to give you a list. This question is something I expected many people to ask. Can I apply some of my course credits from CPHS towards this program? So, see, if there are courses that you have taken and you applied that credit to a different program, unfortunately, today you're not able to use this here. But I'm happy to have a conversation with you on that to see what are the courses and credits that you have, and we'll figure out a way together. But unfortunately, today you can only count some of the courses and credits towards one program, right? Somebody is asking, what is the time commitment for the MAS program? See, MAS is the advanced program where you actually learn about modern medicine, some modern diagnostics, and how to interact with the modern medicine community. That's our advanced program. And the first level, the principles of Ayurvedic medicine, is about, it will take you 6 to 10 hours a week of learning, okay, in the first level program. And then the AHC, the health counselor, is again similar, depending on how many patient or client visits that you do in a week. So you can take it at your own pace. You can finish your requirements in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. And similarly, the clinical Ayurveda specialist has more requirements in terms of your client visits, and same with MAS. Typically, people take about a year and a half for the health counselor, 2.5 years for the clinical Ayurveda specialist, and 4 years for the medical Ayurveda specialist. So that is the question around the MAS program. Okay. Next is, how often will the Ayurveda 101 course be offered? If I'm not able to take now, when can I take it again? Okay, so good question. See, we've been offering this once a year, every year from Jan to March quarter. Now, if you are interested and if you have enough people showing interest, maybe we will offer it again in the fall quarter. But right now, it's offered once a year. Okay. Thank you, John G. All the classes I've seen look great. The certificate program looks phenomenal. Thank you. Thank you. We are looking forward to this feedback, definitely. And there's a question around traditional text in Sanskrit. See, this, like I said, this program right now is Ayurveda for self-healing, right? So basically, this one will not have, we will talk about Sanskrit terminologies and some slokas and so on, but it will not be very intense, right? And if you're interested in Sanskrit, we are planning on a deeper Sanskrit and Ayurveda course as part of the program. We will have it at some point in time, but a little bit more Sanskrit is covered in the practitioner certificate program. But in this, there will be some basic Sanskrit terminologies, but not in detail, right? May I ask, where is the beautiful temple? This is in Rameshwaram. This is the temple from Rameshwaram. That is the background that I have. Even Kalyanji has a similar background. So, yes. For those of us with an MD degree, uh, Definitely. See, if you have an MD degree, I would actually recommend that you join our program at CCA, because we have a cohort of doctors right now who are learning Ayurveda. And I want to have in-person retreats and interactive sessions for doctors as a group. So at CCA, we have a program called PAM for medical professionals, where we have a lot of doctors who are doing that program right now. And we have a cohort of nurses who are also doing this program. And like I said, now I have an pre-med students interested in learning Ayurveda, right? I think this is going to be a big focus. So if you're a doctor, Kalyani ji, please reach out to me. I'm happy to have a one-on-one conversation with you and see which is the path that we can have you take. Okay.
Great. I put a link for that in the chat as well. Thank you, Kalyani ji, for that question. Thank you, everyone, for your
Oh,
questions and comments.
there's some questions on the comments. For someone who doesn't know Hindi, definitely you can take this program. We will be fine, no problem at all. Right?
Yeah. And
Uh,
Oma's previous question was, how difficult is it to learn Sanskrit? Well, some people are just naturally suited to it. I tried myself, took a course or two. I didn't give it enough time and effort. And depending on those aspects, you can learn it. There's a lot of people who have come through our different levels of Sanskrit programs and learned a lot. So, yeah, if that's your angle, definitely do try.
I'm just
Um,
looking at the chat. I think you said Rahul ji or Raj ji is here and they want to
yeah.
talk about some of the courses. I'm happy to have them
Yeah,
chime
let's
in and
see.
give their
Rahul
feedback.
Shet. Yes, yes. There you go. If you can get on and say a few words. I know you've taken a lot of courses and even the retreat
Namaste,
this
Rahul
last
ji.
week. Are you able to unmute? Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm enrolled currently in the certificate program of Hindu studies, right? And I have taken some of the courses actually listed in your list. So I was wondering whether I can use those credits, not any other ones, like orientation to Hindu studies and Vedic chanting and all those courses.
Yeah, if you've already taken these courses, we can give you credit for all the courses that you've taken. That is the whole point of offering this program, because many of you are just taking courses a la carte, and and you have expressed interest in a certificate program in Ayurveda, and we said yes, we will do that, and we'll also give you credits for some of the courses that you have taken as electives. So, which is why if you see there are 15 credits for the Ayurveda courses and 9 credits for Hindu studies, yoga, or Sanskrit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for that question, Rahul ji. We'll work with you. We'll get into that. But could you also give a little bit of a testimonial? I mean, you've taken so many courses, you participated. Let our audience know your feelings about the courses, why you keep on taking courses. Um, yeah, please.
Oh, wow. Okay, you put me on the spot. Uh, yeah, no, so I have been a student of HUA for the last two plus years now. I started with well, I was always curious about our culture, our what was Hinduism, right? And my interest actually started because of what I see day to day life, the whole North Indian, South Indian, Aryan. My wife is a South Indian, and I have seen that personally. So I started taking, I was following Mr. Raj Vedam on his Aryan invasion debate, right? The whole debunking the Aryan invasion theory. And that's how I slowly got into the HUA because he said he was offering some courses in HUA. And the first course I took at HUA was Orientation to Hindu Studies from Kalyanji and then Distinguishing Jati. And those two courses just completely transform me in a way I cannot explain, to be honest. I mean, unless you take those courses, it's very difficult. And that led me on the path to just enroll in the certificate program for Hindu studies. And I'm extremely glad that I did that. I feel my life transformed after that. And I'm a much better person today as a part of that. So I continue to take this take the enroll in different courses associated with Hindu studies. And other part of this Ayurveda thing that I'm getting interested now is because personally I had a major surgery last year. Uh, Even though I used to consider myself very healthy, I used to run marathons, 3 or 4 marathons every year. I was very active physically, but still went through some major health issues and for a major surgery. So realized that something is not right health-wise, and so I'm not sure this allopathic medicine, regular medicine, is really doing the job. And so I'm interested in understanding Ayurveda also. So just a little.
Amazing. So great to hear from you, Rahulji, and sharing the story, not just the HOA courses, but your own personal journey and how that's connected you to what we're offering at Hindu University of America and how it's transformational. I was just looking through the audience list. We have quite a few people who have taken quite a few courses. If you'd like to give a quick testimonial, I got Shantaji from Montreal. I see
Ankuji,
Madhusudan Hebarji. Glad to have you. But Mahaji, do you want
can
to?
you share my email on the chat? I'm
Yeah.
not able to share it with everybody. You can send it to them.
Okay, yeah, I'll put Mahaji's email in the chat. I see so many folks. Maria, glad to connect with you. I know you have to have a separate conversation with Mahaji later. Poonam, I think that's Poonam from Philadelphia. Glad to have you. Balaji, I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday at the event at the Cerrito Center for the Performing Arts. Mahaji will be there as well. Thank you for joining, Balaji. Shantaji, I think you're unmuted and ready to say
Yeah,
something.
namaste Mahadevanji, namaste
Namaste, how are
Ankur.
you?
I'm so delighted to be, uh, the course that you are going to be offering. Of course, I have taken a few courses in Ayurveda. Um, People who are the audience today, I would say that if you really want to have a purpose in life, and if you really want to transform yourself, this is the platform, Hindu University of America. I'm 81 year, I turned 81. And if I had time in my life, I would really take more courses in Ayurveda and at least be a counselor for the limited time in my life I have. But those who are younger, who can afford the time, please take this program in Ayurveda, because it's going to transform your life. Never mind you take a degree, go for higher education. I'm a biologist, so I can relate with Ayurveda very well. But unfortunately, my time is limited. So I urge everyone to take at least the first Ayurvedic program, certificate program. When I was doing 3, 4 years ago, when I joined HUA, I did the certificate program in Hindu studies, and I took a bunch of courses in various um, areas. Every course that I took, it has really given me so much joy and so much satisfaction that I have never had anywhere else in my life. I have spent more than 50, 60 years in North America, studied here, worked here, and went through the entire life cycle. But ultimately, it is the Hindu University of America that has given me the most satisfaction. That's why I'm also a friend of HUA now. So, Mahadevanji, I have taken a bunch of courses, including yours. I still want to take this course that you are going to offer, but my situation is different.
Sure.
So, I will be very happy to see that people who are in this webinar, they think that, the time will just slip by. This is the time for you to get involved, and you will thank HUA. Like, I'm grateful. So, with that,
Yes, thank you, Shantaji, for that. Amazing. Thank you for
it came
sharing.
from my
Beautiful.
heart. This is what that comes from my heart. I really want to be very useful to HUA in whatever way I can with my limited ability and the time. So, HUA is very close to my heart.
Sure. Thank you,
Thank you,
Shanta.
Shantaji. Yeah, and I'll make a little mention about the Friends of HUA, and I got a little poll on that. But right now, please let us know if you're interested in taking the course. Take Shantaji's advice and enroll in the course. Let us know. We'll follow up with you soon. I think that is it for the testimonials. Maybe we'll save some for next time. Mahaji, maybe it's time to give some closing thoughts. Switched up the last few polls and anything else that you'd like to comment and share on, especially in terms of the future and where we're going, how we're developing. Obviously, it's you shared a lot about how we got here and the different programs that we have, but where do you see us going towards?
See, in fact, one of the things we're planning is we're planning to do a retreat, even in India. We will try to take a group of people to one of the big Ayurvedic centers, and we have an MOU with Vaidyaratnam in Kerala, and we are also talking to the School of Ancient Wisdom in Bangalore. So we will organize learning opportunities, experiential opportunities in India too. So all these are under works. And I think now is the best time to learn Ayurveda, because Ayurveda is just a way of life, how you incorporate the diet, the lifestyle. And see, today it is percolating into the Western culture, whether it's at Starbucks with your cardamom latte and your turmeric golden milk, or whether you have all these prebiotics and probiotics, and you have all these supermodels doing skincare lines based on Ayurveda, or the NFL MVP, ex MVP, Aaron Rodgers doing Panchakarma after the season. So today, Ayurveda is more and more percolating into the Western culture, and it's a way of life. What time you wake up, what time you eat, when you go to sleep, and pranayama, meditation, all of that is part of your daily way of life. So I hope this program and this course will help you incorporate Ayurveda in your life, and it will help you stay healthy and wealthy. Thank you.
Wonderful, amazing. And so I hope you take this course, get enrolled in the program, see what we have to offer. Join us for a future webinar, in-person events, the retreats. We are growing and building, and we want you to be a part of it. And so this poll that I have up right now is the Friends of HUA. We're developing local chapters across the country where you can connect with other like-minded people and go to events and represent HUA and talk to people and maybe even bring our faculty to your local community and do one of the Ayurveda workshops at a mandir or at a community center or in your own home if you have space and you'd like to welcome HUA for a small group gathering. But the Friends of HUA is the chapter model across the country, and we're looking for people to lead, participate, just hear more about it. So let us know, fill out that poll, and we'll follow up with you separately. It's always my pleasure to host these webinars. And Mahaji, what a great way to start the year with you talking about these life-changing power of Ayurveda and how we're trying to make it accessible to folks like you who've joined us for this webinar and maybe watching on YouTube afterwards. And definitely all of our students who shared, thank you. Everyone who participated, always appreciate it. Mahaji, any final thoughts from you?
No, that's it. Great. Thank you all for joining, and uh, looking forward to seeing many of you in the course or in the program. Okay. Thank you. Have a great
Okay.
day. Namaste.